Good morning and welcome to Unity of Greater Hartford. Yay! Good morning. Hello, everyone. And my name is Reverend Christine Boylan, and it is wonderful to see all of you here in the sanctuary. And of course, we know that there's others joining us on Facebook. They're just now being told to come on in, and on our website. So it is wonderful to see all of you this morning. And with me today is our prayer chaplain ministry leader, Deborah Giddings, our our worship assistant, Kate Morrison, our live stream masters, Marty and Tony and Jim, our greeters who you probably met out there, Christine and Lois, and we have prayer chaplains in the sanctuary today too. And they are Marie and Lynn and Jolene, and later on in the service we'll ask them to stand so you will know that they're available to pray one-on-one with you. And of course we're live streaming this, we're filming it, but don't let that inhibit you, okay? That we encourage you to make noise, move around the cabin, do whatever you would like to do, call out things, whatever. The only thing you can't do is sing, and that is reserved for our music director, Carolyn Fisher. But today, the Unity Band is in the house, right? And that's all of you, right? There you go. So if you don't have an instrument, run out right now to the atrium and grab an instrument, and so you can truly be a part of the Unity Band today. And you were given, when you came in, you should have been given a bulletin, and on the back is some interesting stuff. But I'm going to really ask you with that bulletin to, when you leave, to please take it with you. Otherwise, I have to go through each, pew and pick up after you. So I'd appreciate it if you would take that with you. And one of the things that's going to be great for, if you look on the back, you'll see that it tells you about this 7-week series that I'm starting today on spiritual economics. And there is also a quote from Charles Fillmore. There's some affirmations to use in your prayer practice and a place for you to put your notes. Now, if you're watching online, you go, well, I don't have that. I know. But you will have it. It'll be posted in the newsletter on Friday. Okay. So I want you to know that that's what we're going to be doing, and to also know that as a result of participating in this 7-week series, you're going to get a chance to receive something very special at the end of it, even if you're not here in the sanctuary. So just pay attention when I'm talking. And I'll explain what that something very special is later on. But right now we're going to say welcome back to Lois. Hello, Lois. Welcome back. We're good. We're so glad to see you back here walking and talking. There she is. All right. So let's together affirm what we know about unity, and that is on your bulletin. So please say our welcome affirmation together. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. And so here at Unity, again, we welcome, value, and include all people. Welcome to all of you this morning, those in the sanctuary, as well as those watching on our website and in Facebook. And of course, if you're watching on Facebook, you get to have a little extra fun because you can make comments and talk to each other. So please do that. Say hello to each other. And of course, you know me, I like to see the emojis. So send those emojis up and participate with us today. And looking around, I don't think there's anyone here for the first time, but we'll keep our eyes open for that. So let's begin with prayer. Okay. So we just take this moment to pray. And we pray, claiming, even demanding, affirming that we are co-creators. We are co-creators with the divine. Co-creators with what we call the universe. Each one of us is given a unique opportunity today to co-create. What will you co-create today? And so we just take a moment to take that question into just a second, a moment of silence. What am I being called on to co-create today, this day that spiritual law has made? And let's just dwell on that for a moment. What will I co-create today? For truly, we are more powerful than we can imagine. And we affirm that right now, right this moment. I am powerful and can co-create my day. And as we take this truth into our hearts, into our minds, we say thank you. Thank you, sweet Spirit. And so it is. Amen. And now, Miss Kate Morrison, come on up. Tell us what's happening.
Good God morning to each and every one of you. Another glorious day to be here at Unity of Greater Hartford in New England on a very crisp fall day. It's wonderful to see each of your faces and, of course, all of you on Facebook. Thank you for being here. So how many of you were at last Sunday's annual church community picnic? And you can answer that on Facebook too. Okay, many, many people. And how was that new location at Veterans Park? It was nice? I see a lot of nodding heads. Cool, cool. I know I was out of state myself, and unfortunately, because I heard it was an unbelievable, you had 10 people enter that cookie contest. And I understand there was more than 30 people there, and they even had to take some leftovers home. I know if I was there, I don't think there would have been any leftovers, but that's okay, you know. And I also heard you played some kind of game called Claim Your Good dart game. No casualties, or anything like that. I don't know what that would be all about. And I heard, you know, but there was discussions by the wading pool that was brought back from the spirit camp, so I gathered that was really a sweet thing too. So thank you to everyone for helping to put that together, for baking, and making it another fun event building community. And without further ado, I saw 3 of the winners come in here today, so I think we need a drum roll. I know we all have them, right? Woo! Okay. First prize went to Rob Morehouse for his tasty and fabulous ginger cookie. Woo! All right, I love this. Second prize went to Wendy Billings for her yummy sour cream cookie. Woo! And third prize went to Tony Bensko for her refreshing lemon tea cookie. Woo! Well, since I can make the rules, because I've got the microphone right now, I personally think you should have to bring that to next month's, share or something. Anyhow, let's see. So, after the service today at noon, we will be meeting in the Unity Community Room. And we're going to have a meeting. And don't worry, you virtual attendees, you can come too. All the information is on the website, unityhartford.org, and and know that everyone makes a difference. So please join us. And this is exciting. We should probably have another drum roll. Come on. You're just practicing, okay? Reverend Christine is changing up things for this coming Wednesday meditation service. And we are going to be out back at the Labyrinth. And so if you arrive at 6:30, you can help her set up. And we're going to still live stream at 7 p.m. as usual on Facebook. And if you can't join us in person, we encourage you to download a labyrinth image from Google, and you can use your fingers to walk through the labyrinth. So we look forward to seeing you all there. And next Sunday, there's so much going on here. Next Sunday, October 10th, after the service, we will hold our first Christmas Blessing Committee meeting. Yes, Christmas will be here before we know it, and we want to be prepared. So join us if you can, and if for any reason you can't join us and you want to be part of that, email Reverend Christine at revchris@unityhartford.org. And on October 17th, Reverend Christine will be officiating an out-of-town family wedding. Lucky them and her. So we will be welcoming Unity Minister Reverend Laura Barrett Bennett from Virginia. She will be giving us a Sunday talk as well as a Bible workshop after the service. And this workshop will focus on how to interpret the Bible in a personal, life-transforming way. That should be interesting, huh? The workshop will be held live and on Zoom, so you can pre-register and push the donate button. There's a $20 fee per person. Thank you, Reverend Laura, and we look forward to having you here. And so today, I kind of gave it away already, that we have the Unity Band here in the sanctuary, and that of course means that you all have the opportunity to participate with your percussion instruments. And if you forgot to grab one, please do. Otherwise, you have to use your hands and clap, okay? Anyhow, and you and our Facebook world, our virtual world, get something. And I want to see those emojis going, really, okay? All right, so right now we have Carolyn. What are you going to be rocking us with today?
Sorry, I always forget. Thank you, Marty. We all are going to be playing together, opening up to the good to start off with. And I'm going to give my star drummers a second to just get settled. And then we're going to do that together. So Kate and Sue are going to just kind of, hold the center a little bit so that we don't completely dissolve. So don't worry about it. And so you're going to be great. I have a solo for you later. I do. I just remembered. Okay. Fabulous. So they're just going to kind of lead, and you guys do your thing. Don't worry about it. Just let them kind of set the tone. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. I am opening up to the good. I am opening up to the good. I am opening up to the good that is my life. I am opening up to the joy. I am opening up to the joy. I am opening up to the joy that is my life. I am opening up to the peace. I am opening up to the peace. I am opening up to the peace that is my life. I am opening up to the love. I am opening up to the love. I am opening up to the love that is my life. I am opening, 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 I am opening to the good that is my life. I am opening, 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 I am opening to the good that is my life. Thank you. everyone. Oh, it's beautiful. Singing bowls.
I got carried away with the drum. Oh my goodness, I can't control myself. I can't, whatever it is, it is. Woo! So right now, we are going to say the statement of faith together. Together. There is only one presence and one power, active as a universe and as my life, God the good omnipotence. Amen. And I have the privilege of reading today's daily word, and that is faith. And we affirm, through faith, I create the good I desire. And the message reads, faith is my guiding light. It keeps me hopeful when I am tempted to doubt, and cheerful when I might otherwise feel gloomy. Faith tells me that even when the sky appears cloudy, the sun is still shining brightly above the clouds. Faith gives me a secure footing in the present as I plan for the future. Faith is the assurance that I am never alone, that everything I dream and do is divinely inspired. Every step I take in the direction of my aspirations is fueled by faith that they can come to pass. All the wisdom, power, love, and strength of God are mine to express as only I can. Leaving timidity and hesitancy behind, I use these divine attributes boldly and with confidence. Faith shows me the way forward. And our Bible verse today is from Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Let me reaffirm that affirmation again, and let's just continue to say it all day. Through faith, I create the good I desire.
Thank you, Kate. Well, today we start a 7-week series on spiritual economics. It's a book of the same name by Unity minister and author Eric Butterworth. So first, a question, which may seem unrelated, but trust me, it isn't. Have you ever been on a diet and done really, really good? You're like, I am crushing this diet, doing really good. But then the dreaded plateau happens, right? For no good reason, you're stuck. You're doing what you've always done on this successful weight loss plan, but now you're not successful. You have plateaued. Anyone ever experienced that? Yeah, of course. So now you have, at least 3 options. Okay. You can say this weight loss plan doesn't work. Forget it, and just go eat a box of cookies. Okay. Or 2, you can redouble your efforts and keep doing what you were doing. Or 3, you can be open to making a bit of a change, a bit of a difference in the program. So I'm going to ask you to vote. Okay? So who's voting for 1? Forget the diet, eat the cookies, and go back to your old ways. All right, we got 1. All right. 2, keep doing what was successful, but clearly is no longer successful now. Okay? And we all know that is the definition of crazy, right? Keep doing the same thing just saying. Or 3, try a small change, something kind of different. Who votes for door number 3? Yeah, all right, good. Well, guess what? You win, because that's what we're going to be doing for the next 7 weeks. something a bit different, door number 3. But first, I have another question for you. Does anyone here have a college degree or a special kind of certification, or maybe even a master's degree or a doctorate degree? Anybody have any of those things? Yeah. Raise your hand. Great. I bet that was easy, wasn't it? Yeah. No, right. Not easy. No one handed you those diplomas or certifications, did they? No. You had to really apply yourself. And even if you don't have a degree or a certification in something, there's something in your life, maybe in a job or a hobby, where you really needed to put the time and effort to learn and be successful at something. Well, that's exactly what's going to be needed here. Your diligence, your commitment, your perseverance, and as Kate reminded us today, your faith. Not just in God, but also in yourself, in both of you, because you can do this. We all can do this. We all can dig deeper to rise higher in our prosperity consciousness. And at the end of this series, you will have the opportunity to come forward and receive a diploma in spiritual economics. And then afterwards, we'll have a bit of a party in the community room. Now, if you cannot join us in person, all you need to do is send me an email and tell me that you're ready to graduate, and I will email you your diploma. So now, let's begin our studies in spiritual economics. You ready? Yeah, okay. Well, today I want to share some of Eric Butterworth's major points in the book's introduction and chapter 1. Now, on the back of your bulletin, you're going to see there's a place for notes. Just saying. Well, did you know that the word prosperity comes from the Latin word, the root, which literally translates according to hope, or to go forward hopefully, or in faith. So prosperity is not so much a condition in life as it is an attitude toward life. Reverend Butterworth goes on to say that prosperity is a way of living and thinking, and not just about money and things. He also says that prosperity is a way of thinking and living, and not just about lack of money or things. So it's not just about having or not having, it's more about spiritual well-being. It's more about where are you in your consciousness and awareness. You might remember that one of his most noted teachings is that life is to be lived from within out. And we usually act and think as though what is happening to us or around us is the most important or demanding aspect of our lives, when in reality, the most important thing is what we do or think about what happens. For what we think is what rules our lives. One of the main keys to prosperity is what Reverend Butterworth calls centering. To truly be prosperous, we must keep ourselves centered in spiritual truth. Keep ourselves centered in a deep realization or knowing that we are supported and upheld by divine energy, which desires only good for us because we are expressing its very life, its very beingness, its goodness. You see, it's a rigged system if you remain centered. By a rigged system, I mean there are spiritual laws at work. And whether you believe or pay attention does not diminish their impact. You may say, I do not believe in gravity. And to prove it, I'm going to jump off this roof. There are lots of children who have learned the hard way that gravity denied can still hurt. And there are lots of adults who, in a spiritual way, are still jumping off roofs. And maybe it's time to put childish things away. In Unity, there is this word called substance. And Eric Butterworth truly uses that word. Charles Fillmore uses it. So does Dr. Emily Cady. And pretty much all the Unity masters use this word. But what does it mean? Substance. In Latin, it means stand under. Reverend Butterworth tells us there is a substance standing under everything. There is a non-material essence at the root of everything. An interesting aside, it seems like modern physics or quantum physics are pretty much telling us the same thing, but that's for another talk. Today, we are not just acted upon or influenced by this non-material essence that some would call God, but we are the very activity of that essence expressing as us. So substance is in and of everything, for it is the non-material essence that we call God. And you are always one with this essence, choosing to express it or to not express it. And yet, I know that for many of you are right now saying, but how? How do we do that? Let's take this teaching in first. Jesus said, I have overcome the world. Well, Jesus truly meant that he was keeping himself centered in the inner realm of his being. For even though he might experience less, he knew that he could never be less than the center of the whole, that is God. You see, the whole of God is present at every point in space at the same time. Some people might say, well, I think God has forgotten me, has left me. It is we who have forgotten. It is we who have left the house or who have turned the volume way down. The whole of God's substance is present in its entirety at every point in space at the same time. Not just some, but all of it. The only limitation is a consciousness of limitation, our consciousness. So there is no place in all the universe where substance is any more present or any less present than right where you are. You cannot store up substance, nor can you lack substance. But you do have the choice to be centered in substance or not, to express this divine essence or not. Reverend Butterworth tells us that a person who keeps in consciousness that the divine flow is ever centered within them has faith that limitless substance will find expression through them in the form of creative ideas, wise decisions, ingenuity, opportunities, and unique solutions. He says, peaceful and secure is the person whose real treasure is always the awareness of the affluence of God's substance. So we are told to get it into our consciousness that we live in substance as a fish lives in water. You are created in substance, formed of substance, and ceaselessly supported by substance. But there's a rub. Yep, one big rub, one big obstacle. You, me, us. Perhaps you heard this phrase before. God can do no more for you than God can do through you. All the God substance is ready and waiting for you. But it is you who must choose to see it, to know it, to use it. Again, I hear that how coming on. Well, here are two big suggestions for you to fill that how question. One, pray first, not a prayer of last resort, but as the beginning of everything. And don't belittle substance by asking for things, but instead elevate your consciousness in prayer and affirm that you are filled to the brim with all the God substance you could ever want or use, and that you go forward with an expectancy of prosperity because you've prayed first. Two, stop the onlyness. Now, not the loneliness, although it might be, well, there might be something there, but the only, O-N-L-Y-ness. I only have. I only am. I guess in some ways it could be loneliness, right? When we say, I only have a few, or I only have one good friend, but no soulmate. I was only married for X years. Or I only have a few good days a week due to my poor health. I can only walk a few blocks. I only have a certain amount. Oh no, this gets me to my favorite. My favorite only is my only fixed income. I am on a fixed income. That's my favorite. Because if that's true, then if someone wanted to give you a gift card, you would need to say, oh, no, I can't take that. I'm on a fixed income, okay? Oh, no, you can't pay for my lunch. I'm on a fixed income, all right? No, I don't want any more because I'm on a fixed income. You just put yourself on a prosperity diet, okay? And believe me, it's not just those who are in retirement. I've heard this from people who get a paycheck. I'm on a fixed income. What do you do with this? Well, fair warning. If I hear the only statement, I'm going to ask you a question. She knows what that question is. You ready? Here it is. Do you want me to affirm that for you? I can't think of anyone who would say yes to that question. And now, of course, I'll be shocked if I hear an only statement around me. So it'll be up to you. No, not to police other people. It'll be up to you to take care of you. So when you think that only statement, you say to yourself, you want me to affirm that? And you say no. So if you want to change your life or your prosperity, then you will need to change your thoughts. The whole of infinite substance is always present where you are. But you will have to get that awareness into your consciousness by your own discipline and commitment. I can't do that for you. Jesus tells us to ask and you will receive. But that word ask was written in the Greek language. And the correct translation is to claim, to demand. It's a bit different way of thinking about prayer, isn't it? All too often we beg or plead or kind of hope when we should be claiming, we should be demanding. Before a supply can come forth, there must be the demand. Here is the spiritual demand and supply, which helps us to bring into us a receptive and expectant consciousness. So this week, your graduate degree homework is to pray first by claiming your spiritual prosperity, by making a deeply rooted commitment to practice the presence of God's substance in all that you do every single day. And this week, you will strive to eradicate the onlys in your thoughts and words. Whenever you think or say a thought of lack or limitation, you replace it with a blessing for what you do have and with an expectancy of more. I am grateful for the friends or family that I have, and I know there is more love coming my way. I am grateful for all the resources I do have, and I expect my resources to grow in many different ways. I am grateful for my body that does express health, and I expect more health to be expressed every single day. You are a richly endowed expression of an opulent universe. And in this coming week, I see you living that truth as you do your homework. Good studies. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Christine. And now, it is the time in our service where we get to express and experience our own abundance. I've said it for the last few weeks. The word blessing will magnetize and expand what you are blessing. So we're going to bless an offering. And we're going to do that a few different ways. We're going to start with the tangible offering, which is cash or checks. And if you do credit card, it'll be online at unityhartford.org. You just go to our website, unityhartford.org, click on Donate. In the atrium, there is a giving box that's available for you to bless your offering as you're putting it into the box. Expand it and magnetize more of it. But you also can bless an intangible offering. That could be something as simple as a word, or a phrase, or a prayer. And you hold that in your heart. And as you go out into the world this week, that blessing will continue to magnetize more of and expand what you are blessing. So I invite you now to take that into your heart, both your tangible and intangible offerings, as we come together to bless them out loud with our offering blessing. Together, divine love, flowing as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am and have, all that I give and receive, and so it is. Amen. Now, for this past year, every month, and I think we even did it in 2020, we focused on our 12 spiritual powers, and each month we had one that we were putting more of a focus on. And this month, it's going to be on the spiritual power of zeal. I know. And I want to thank Terry Gazakis for writing up and sending in this month's affirmation. Zeal is the inner flame that burns brightly for all to see. It includes things like enthusiasm, audacity, and devotion. I love zeal. A little zealous. The disciple is Simon the Canaanite, and he represents motivation and the desire to accomplish great things. The corresponding color is orange, and the location in the body is in the back of the head. We're encouraging you to pray with us each month using a shared affirmation in your prayer practice, very similarly to what Myrtle and Charles did when they started the Silent Unity movement. They would mail affirmations out, snail mail to people, and ask people to come together at a certain time and bless the affirmation, expand it, magnetize it. So in your bulletin, you have a copy of this affirmation. If you don't have a bulletin in front of you, if you want to go to our website at unityhartford.org, it's right on the front page. And I'm going to say it out loud, and then I'm going to ask you all to repeat it after me and with me. Moving from the silence within, I know what is mine to do, and I now move forward into the world with great zeal. Let's say it together with a lot of passion. Together, moving from the silence within, I know what is mine to do, and I now move forward into the world with great zeal. Namaste. Carolyn is now going to sing the peace song while we listen, and then we will say our prayer for protection, followed by a final song. Thank you, Carolyn.
Yeah, why don't we let's drum? Yeah, we're gonna do stuff. So I'll talk about this musically for a second. So this one is, I think of it as kind of like a waltz. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's get that going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. All right, we're ready for you, Ms. Sue. I know I kind of threw you for a loop. All right, here it goes. Maybe a little faster. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. There we go. Thank you.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm waiting for Marty. Ethan, you're having so much fun. All right. Thank you, Carolyn. Whew. Please join me in our prayer for protection. We're going to say this together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Woo!
I'm glad you stayed up here. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you to our prayer chaplain, ministry leader, Deborah Giddings, for her services today. And thank you to all our prayer chaplains for holding all of us in sacred space and sacred prayer today. And after our service today, we have 3 prayer chaplains who will be in the sanctuary and available to pray with you. And if our 3 prayer chaplains, Marie, Jolene, and Lynn, would stand up so everyone can see them and know that they are available. And all you need to do is come up to them after the service and say, I'd like you to pray with me. And they'll take it from there. So thank you, prayer chaplains. You may also email your prayer request to prayerrequest@unityhartford.org, and the prayer chaplains, in confidentiality, will pray with you. Here in the sanctuary, you can complete a prayer request card. They might be in the pocket right in front of you. and put that in the prayer box, which is back at the end, well, near the doors to the sanctuary. And the prayer chaplains will hold you in prayer for 30 days. And of course, anyone would like to have a chat with me about anything, just send me an email, revchris@unityhartford.org. So it's been a lot of people who make today happen. Our wonderful worship assistant, Kate Morrison, and our live stream masters, Jim, Marty, Tony, our greeters, Christine and Lois. And I don't know if we had anybody make coffee today. Anybody make coffee? All right. But there are lots of opportunities to be a part of the Sunday service team. And if you would like to be a part of the Sunday service team, or just would like to be in service to the church, knowing that as you give, so shall you receive, knowing that service is the quick way to spiritual growth, just let me know. And together we'll find the right and perfect way for you to serve everyone here in this community. And finally, many, many thanks, not just to our drummers, Kate and Sue, who have led us in drumming today. Thank you. And all of you.
She's
to
like,
the band. To the band.
And
Thank you to the band. But thank you to our music director, Carolyn Fisher. And so, Carolyn, what is our closing song today?
thank you. So get that triangle ready.
Get your back.
Get it ready. I have a solo for you. I told you. You're not done. Okay.
She keeps thinking she's done.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Just do it up.
Oh, it's me. Okay,
Yeah,
ready?
yeah, it's all you. All right. So we're we're gonna play together. Actually, hold for a second. Sorry. This is okay. It's okay. We're gonna the very beginning is just me, and then you'll know when to start. Actually, you're gonna listen for the word good. Song is feeling good. And when I say good, then we can start jamming out. But Christine, you are going to play with me in the beginning, okay? Ready? And just do like as spirit moves you, just do some like circles with it, and okay?
Yeah,
So
I hope, let's,
as you are moved.
I
as
play
you are
this for a
moved.
reason.
But I keep giving you solos, so you should know better by now. All right, here we go. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Ooh. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, in an old world scent of the pine. You know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling, yeah, that's all you. Good. I'm feeling good. I feel good. I feel good. Woo! Woo! All right. Thank you, Unity Band. That felt so amazing. It really did. We should do this more often. I don't know. Maybe start like a percussion ensemble or something. I'm just loving it. Loving it. Thank you, Sue, and thank you, Kate, and thank you, Triangle Soloist, whoever that was. It was just so good. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We had so much fun, and we would love and appreciate each one of you. Don't forget to join us for the community meeting. It's at noon. You got a little time, grab some coffee. If you are online, you can still join us. Go on our website, get the Zoom link, and join us back here on Wednesday in the Sanctuary and Labyrinth at 6:30 or on Facebook at 7. I think that's it, and we will see you then. Thank you so much.